Hi, this is me, and I'm with Adam McKagan.
Hey guys, my channel is going to be in the description below if you guys are interested in my channel afterwards. And today we're going to be explaining how to use the MST correctly
This card.
or in the best of ways. Yes, this card.
Alright.
Now, it's my turn first, so I'm going to be playing normally.
Oh wait, yeah.
Go ahead and
Don't
use
draw, don't draw. I said don't draw.
Oh god.
Yeah, well, that's alright.
Start off my turn.
Yep.
No problem. That does not matter. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use Southern Seahorse. Get some monsters in my hand. Have to be the same name. We'll go ahead and add the Paw Hunter, 2 Paw Hunters to my deck.
Alright.
Alright, so
perfectly reasonable.
And then I will set a few cards. And then my turn.
Okay, now that he has 4 back row, I would be scared to do anything. Like, absolutely anything right now. Except maybe,
So, let's explain the first way how to use the MSC.
Oh yeah, the first way to use an MST would be this MST.
A good way, a normal way, which most, yeah.
It's not a good way. I can tell you that.
How to use this.
It's not a good way in a case that, tell me which one is your worst card.
Yes. Now,
which one of these 4 is your worst set? Like, you just said it there because you want to let me think that.
No, like, the one that you just hit before.
This one?
You know, next to it. That one. There you go.
Okay, let's say, I hit.
Let me explain to you what. Wait. Let me explain. Let me explain why the blind MST is not a good idea. You already have. I already have 4 set. So, what are the chances of you hitting a good 20% out of 40. Now, what happens if they're all bluffs? You just wasted an MST for nothing. So, it's best to save your MST for a much better time. Let's say I activate a Fiend chain on an important monster. You use your MST even better and even more wiser. Do you agree?
Yeah. But, I'll give you an example of a high risk, high reward type of blind MST. Which one is your best card?
My best is next to the one you just hit.
This one?
On the right side. On the right side.
This one?
There you go.
Okay.
Yep, that one. No, on the right side, on the right side.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, so, let's say I did a blind MST and hit that one.
You just hit my best card. That's a high risk, high reward.
Yeah, so I risked it and got good out of it, but it's not always going to be like that. It's clearly also not the best way to use an MST. Then there's the Bluff MST. Do you have an MST set there somewhere?
Yes, I do.
So I'm thinking right here that, oh wow, 4 back row. I don't want to do anything. But let's try doing something anyway. I'm gonna try to do this, and then summon my monster. But
and there I would stop you. Use that MSC because I do not want you to go plus. Now the reason why I'm able to stop him, even though MST does not negate, and I repeat, does not negate for all new players, it stops its effect because the spell card that he activated is a continuous spell card. So it would stop it. And he would not be able to go plus.
There's a side note to that. If your MSD hit a face down, let's say Fiendish Chain, and let's say, do you have a Fiendish Chain in your deck?
Yes, I do.
Get one.
I don't need to.
Oh, let's say you had a Fiendish Chain. Where is it?
It's in the middle.
All right. And let's say I had a monster in my hand.
You don't have a monster on you?
Yeah. Let's just say I got this guy. This guy's pretty good. Pretty useless, but pretty good. Let's say he was already summoned last turn. And don't do anything.
It's fine.
Let's say he was already there last turn, and I got the effect. The thing I got was wasted. And I was about to attack. But then
I will act. If let's say I'm down to 700 life points,
yes.
you can easily just stop that just fine by activating your Mystical Space Typhoon in your hand.
And it will stop the Fiendish Chain from. Let's say
Yes.
it was summoned and I got the effect. He Fiendish Chains, I MST, and he won't negate my effect. But if it was still set, and I MST'd it before he activates it, and then it was my monster's effect. Wait, set it again.
Say what again?
Set the thing again, the chain.
Fiendish Chain.
Yep.
Alright. So it's fine.
Let's say it's M2 now. I summoned my monster. And then right after that I MST'd this. And then he chains.
I would chain, yes.
And then he would chain to this. And I summoned it just now in my M2. What would happen is his effect would still be negated. And then it will this is gonna be what the thing is. C3 would be chain. C2 would be MST. And C1 would be my monster effect. And if the chain resolves backwards, C3 would activate first, negating my monster's effect. Chain Link 2 would activate next, destroying Fiendish Chain right after it negates the effect. So right off, the first thing that happens is it negates the effect. And then Chain 1 would be my monster effect, which I wouldn't get now because that Fiendish Chain would be negating it. So always use the MST after the continuous trap is played and not before. Did that make any sense?
Yeah, that made sense. I'm pretty sure everybody will understand.
Okay, so let's say that already happened, and my monster's effect was negated because I was a bad player. And then, what other uses of MST are there? It's next would be like the Force, I think.
The Force MST, yeah?
Yeah, so,
Or I force you to play MST.
yep. Let's say you have a Pot of Duality. Do you have that?
No, I do not.
Anything that searches a trap card.
Nope.
That sucks. You'll have to do it. Get an MST in your deck.
An MST in my deck?
Yep.
From my deck.
Yes.
I already have an MST in hand.
Okay, never mind. Just try and do something.
Oh, okay. Well, summon that. And
Okay.
I get his effect. Get to summon another Paw Hunter. Is that fine?
Yep, that's fine. It's perfectly fine.
I'd I'd overlay. Yeah, I'd overlay for a. Let's just go into Starleech Poly Dynamo. Cause why not?
So Starleech
Poly
Paladynamo is a
Dynamo.
good card, kind of. Would be better if it was on either player's turn you could negate an effect. I think that would be much more.
It would be a little bit too broken. It's already a good card as it is. It's fine.
Well, you know what's broken? Exciton Knight. That's broken.
It's not broken. It helps you control. It helps you come back from an OTK. So it's not broken. It's just there.
No, it's still too broken.
No, well, it doesn't matter. Let's continue on with the video.
Yep. So what are you gonna do?
So I go ahead and activate his effect.
Oh no, I have 0 attack.
Pay the cost. My opponent activates nothing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attack.
Okay. I'm gonna do this.
That's fine. I don't have anything.
Because if I destroy it, you got that +1, and I don't want to be destroying that thing.
So I'll be fine with this.
Okay, so I have to death. Let's say I set this right away because I'm a bad player. And anyways, guys, my point when I said I'm a bad player, you should always set your traps right after you're done with your plays. Like after your battle phase, after everything you did. That's when the time you need to set your traps, and not before any of those happen. Because you can't use the set traps anyway on that same turn you set them, right?
Yes.
So let's say I did this. And let's say I dash mill 3. Oh, there we go. And let's say I milled Mystical Space Typhoon, Bear, and compulsory evacuation device. Let's say my opponent's deck is full of XYZ monsters, and compulsory evacuation device is a big threat to his deck. And I got it because it's a big threat, and I want it in my hand because
And you
I want.
only run one in your whole deck.
Yeah, and there's only one in my whole deck. And if he eliminates that threat, he won't need to ever face it again in the future. So, I have this one card in my hand. And he knows what it is because that's what I got from Pot of Duality. And it's a big threat to his deck. And he has an MST. What he would do would be he could hold on, I guess, to his MST and wait for the better moment, like if I had a better thing that happened, or if it's that big of a threat, he could just do it now in my end phase.
Yeah. I was about to do it.
And that way he won't have to face that threat.
That way you don't get to chain it next turn and re-add Constellar back into your hand and get another effect through it.
Yep. What else is there?
That's pretty much it. We've covered all the best ways how to use MSC.
So there's end phase MST, my personal favorite. It's when you have a set MST, your opponent sets a card. Just blow up that card they just set. That way they don't get to chain it, just like what he said a while ago. And Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you learned a lot from this informational video. His channel will be in the description below if you're interested in light sworns. He does a lot of those.
I do some of them. I'm testing out other decks. I'll be having some duels with Karakuri Gyarados, some Fire Fist, and I'm working on, as you can see right now, my Thunder Family deck. I'm still new to it, but I do enjoy this deck.
So
anyways,
thanks,
I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. And bye, I guess.